Hello everybody, this is Big Bang Crypto. My name is Sam and welcome to another episode. So in this episode, we're going to talk about Bitcoin, what is going right now, but more important guys, I'm going to show you my diamond altcoins, which I think will just explode very soon. And yeah, maybe you're interested in investing in them. It's your decision, make your own research, but these are my thoughts. And I mean, if you watch my previous video where I talked about some altcoins, well, the gains are there, guys, and they've been just exploding. So yeah, but what I'm going to show you today, the altcoins you're going to see, I think they have so much potential and nobody is talking about them. Nobody is talking about them. Now, there might be a reason for that. Maybe the whales or the big investors don't want you to see them at the moment. But the chart, and I'm going to show you the chart of them, is showing us so much power. All right, so let's get into it. So Bitcoin currently, as you can see, still trapped inside of this rising wedge that I've been talking a lot about in the last days and previous videos. So we're still in it and we're still not able to move above this trend line right here. And now we reached the 200 daily moving average on the BitMEX chart, for example. I mean the CME chart, there we have a other situation. There we are already above the 200 daily moving average, but here on this chart we're just reaching it. And yeah, it will be very interesting to see if it is strong resistance or we're able to break above it. All right, now the key level for me when it comes to Bitcoin, the key level, guys, is this level right here. All right, I think that when we're able to break this level, so this will be at approximately $9,100, I think, yes, then a bigger move upwards and a continuation of this whole breakout is possible. But currently I don't see us moving above this level. Now, I showed you that these formations tend to break downwards first, and second, we have the 200 daily moving average right here. So currently we're fighting with it. And we also have this zone right here, so this really strong resistance. I would be very surprised if we were able to break above it and stay above it. So this is important. Don't get fooled by a bull trap. So everybody getting excited, everybody thinks, all right, this is it, and we make a move upwards. So let's say to 9,200, and people think, all right, it's happening. And then it turns around and comes back down, because just want to say that 100% clear to you guys, historically we come down. Historically we come down. And historically what is happening right now is 100% similar, and it's recurring. And so right now I'm seeing the whole history repeating again, and this formation, like I showed you in my previous video, it's been there always. And in 2015, for example, after the breakout, we had the same rising wedge and we dropped down. So be careful with your investment. I mean, my strategy, if you bought up down here where we were already talking about it, and you hold and you're now up here, because I said I think it's very likely to come up to the 200 daily moving average. All right, I said that when everybody was expecting us to go down and the bearish sentiment was so big, I said, hey guys, there are so many signs for a trend reversal and we're going up to the 200 daily moving average, just by simple technical analysis. All right, and everybody who was talking about, hey, it's going down, well, be careful of what these guys are telling you, because I mean, I'm watching some of those channels as well to see what their opinion is, and they are all so extremely bullish. Yes, of course, the big picture is bullish, but when we talk about short-term to mid-term, I think that a drop is more likely currently than to see just a continuation of this movement. And something else that is showing me a proof for that is when you compare the RSI. So what you can see when you compare the RSI to the price, from here to here we're going down, so we're making here a lower high currently, but on the RSI we're seeing a higher high. All right, so we have this bearish divergence, and I think that we reached a level where a drop is healthy and is likely. All right. But like I said, so what you can do is to see if we're able to break above this resistance right here, make it above $9,000 in the first place, and then above 9,150 to 9,200, and even this whole zone. So if we make a box out of it, if you're able to make it above this box right here, no, that's not a good choice. Let's just do it pink. So if we are able to make it above this box where we have a huge resistance wall, and if we go back in time, you see that this wall, guys, this wall is even historically, or going back to end of 2017, this box is so unbelievable strong. It's so strong, and it's, in my opinion, a decision point where when we're able to move above this box right here, guys, then I think yes, it's very likely to yeah, have a really bullish movement. The parabolic movement can start, but as long as we're below it and not able to break above it, I don't see us. I don't see a continuation of this movement. And like I said, historically, it's likely to come down. And in my previous video, I told you that it's even possible to fall below $8,000 right now. It's really possible. So yeah, we have to be careful with the current situation, and don't follow the emotions, because like I said, so many people are so crazy bullish right now, and they might be forgetting that there is still the chance of a making a higher low expect to these two, which could be at these areas. And in one of my previous videos, I just showed you a very simple trend line, which historically makes a lot of sense. So if we make it like this, and so at some point we could come down to $6,000 again, or even lower than that. All right, I think right here in this zone, so if we make a box right here, so I think right here we will also have big support. And when we go back, then you can also see that this is a zone of really big support right here, and I could imagine that we come down and test this zone again, the $7,500 level, because we just broke through it, and normally when you break through it, you come back down to test it. All right, so markets usually tend to do this and not just move away. And I also showed you that it's likely to come down to test the daily exponential ribbon, and something that also happened very often and historically, just to give you an idea of what is possible considering historical price movement, is that we fail here at this point, we're not able to make it above, and then we start coming back down and we drop down to this daily exponential ribbon. We even fall below it and then make a higher low and come back up and see some consolidation at these at this price level right here, see some consolidation, touch this support level right here, and then just move away. Right, just move away. And this is currently my really most likely scenario. And when I see all of this, I think it makes sense. When we go to the 1 hourly, guys, what you can see here, what I want to show you is topping tail bar, topping tail bar, topping tail bar. Chart is telling us it's difficult. It will be very difficult to make it up, guys. I think it will be very difficult. And if we come down, this is something I already told you. If we come down, I see a first support at these levels right here, so 8,300 to 8,400. There will be a little bounce, and then I guess we will fall out of this rising wedge, and I mean, the rising wedge right here at these levels start at let me just make it a little bit better on the 1 hourly. Yeah, so the rising wedge, we will come down to, yeah, like I said, 8,300 to 8,000, let's say 500 right here, come down to these levels, find a little support, and then drop back down. You see where this is starting. This is starting at $6,900. So I wouldn't be surprised if at some point we come down to the 7.4K level, 7.5K level, and yeah, test these zones again. And yeah, like I told you, the 1 hourly chart is telling us, hey, it's going down. Let's see what the 4 hourly chart is telling us. Yeah, that doesn't look that strong to me as well. So like I said, when we're able to break above this trend line right here and above the box, guys, yeah, I'm in and I'm 100% bullish. But I sold my position. If you watch my previous videos, I always say 30% in, always 70% I take out when I see there is a really high probability for coming down. And so I have one step in and one step out, and so 70% from my position I took out. And yeah, and now I want to see if we're able to break this one, and a turnaround, so a bigger correction is possible at any point. All right, is possible at any point. So choose a good stop loss to take the gains. Yeah, so this is what I said, or what I think is the most likely scenario right here. And we will see if we're able to break above this box, guys. This is very, very key in my opinion. And like I said, historically, guys, and history is repeating once again, historically, very likely to come down. All right, now I want to show you my diamond altcoins. And let's start down here. So what I want to start with is, for example, where we are. So Ethereum Classic is one of those coins that I've talked about and said there are huge gains possible. I'm not going to show you this chart now completely. But just to give you an idea, guys, what happens when we break such a trend line, such a strong trend line. I mean, look at this. This is just crazy. It's just crazy. And I think long term this is not over. So I see Ethereum Classic coming up to $20 easily during the next weeks, $20, and even up to $25 to $30. All right, I see that easily coming for Ethereum Classic, because it broke out of a very, very strong resistance line. All right, just to give you an idea. And now when you see this, and we go over to for example, Stellar. So what you can see here, we have a perfect falling wedge. All right, a perfect falling wedge. We have the contacts right here. And now what is happening right now is Stellar broke out of this strong resistance level. And if this breakout is true, guys, first level we come up to is 70 to 7 to 8 cents. All right, from the current price, you can see this is a huge gain already. But then if we're able to break above this level, we come up and test the 10-cent level. If we're able to break the 10-cent level, guys, it's just going crazy. It will go up to these levels right here. So we're talking about 20 cents. So if you see where we are currently and able to go up to 20 cents, maybe even 30 cents, guys. All right, so we're talking about huge gains, so 5x to 6x, very, very possible with this one. And when we take out RSI, let me take away these ribbons. No, it doesn't work like that. Yeah. All right, So when we take out simple RSI, which is so powerful, what you can see right here is that Stellar was, yeah, as you can see, in a downtrend, but at the same time the RSI started moving upwards. All right, and this leads to this breakout right here. All right, when RSI is doing the opposite, so when it comes to the lows, when it's doing the opposite of what the price is doing, and we have this bullish divergence, and this one is really strong. We have a long period where the RSI is doing the opposite of what the price is doing. So I expect Stellar to really explode in the next days and weeks, when Bitcoin really starts to move like crazy. And so this is Stellar. Like I said, this is a very good opportunity right now, because you're seeing it is going out of its falling trend and downwards trend, and now I think this is the reversal time. And let's see if the weekly chart is also telling us something. Yeah, the weekly chart, guys, and I mean, this is so huge, this is so strong. On the weekly chart we have this downtrend, but on the weekly chart we have a downtrend as well, but the RSI is doing the opposite since many weeks. Many weeks. It's starting at these points right here. And this is just so huge. So I think Stellar will be one of those who will just explode. All right. And what do we have next? Ontology. Just want to show you that Ontology, I think, is able to also break these levels right here and come out of this falling wedge and make nice gains. So when we break out, I see us coming up to above $1 easily for this one, and even going up to these levels to $2. I think this is no problem for Ontology. And currently it is not above this trend line right here. So if you're interested in Ontology, you can invest in this one. I think it will definitely move upwards. We don't have this big bullish divergence like we just had with Stellar, but when we go to the daily chart, you can see that the RSI is really starting to move upwards, and now we might have reached a top. So Ontology, yeah, if you're interested in Ontology, then you can watch this and look if it's able to really start pumping and move above this downward trend line. Now, I mean, Dash, you've all seen, is just going crazy. Cardano broke this very strong downwards trend line. It's currently, we're seeing consolidation. I think it's likely to see it coming back down to test this level again and then move upwards, making a higher low. So for Cardano, I think it's possible to now finally start really pumping again, and get back of what it lost in the last months. Now another diamond. So the first diamond, Stellar, in my opinion. The next diamond, One Chain. Guys, I mean, what you can see right here is it's just falling down, and the RSI is doing the opposite. All right, and it's now getting close to this big resistance right here. And when we go to the weekly chart, guys, when we go to the weekly chart, what you can see is such a strong bullish divergence. This one will explode. Nobody's talking about it. Nobody's watching One Chain. Nobody's talking about Stellar. But I think there's a reason for that. The money makers, the market makers, they don't want you to see this. They don't want you to see this. They want you to focus on the other ones and not see those who will make 50, 100%, 200%, 300%. They don't want you to see them. But as you can see, this is, if this one doesn't explode in the next days, well, I would be so surprised of this one. All right, so One Chain, really a diamond in my opinion. And I mean, look at that. It's currently nearly at 20 cents, but when it breaks out, we can easily reach $1. So you have a 5x, and we can even go up higher. So huge gains possible with this one. But we, of course, need to break, let's say, go above 25 cents, all right, to break out of this downwards trend line. Now, Stratus it's just the same, guys. It's just the same in my opinion. So what I not really like about Stratus when I compare it to the other ones that I showed you is that the weekly RSI doesn't show us a bullish divergence, although right now, as you can see, we have this sideways movement, but the weekly RSI is starting to move upwards. So I could imagine a big breakout in the next days, and as you can see, it's already fighting with this downwards trend line. All right, so Stratus will be the next one that breaks out. So if you like this one, you should take a look at that and see if it is able to break out of this downwards trend line, and then if it does, then I think it could come easily up to $1, and when it gets above $1, we're at $1.50, and then at $2. So this would be around 7x. So yeah, you should watch this one. Now, another one that I think is a really diamond, guys, is Nano. Nobody talking about it. It's not really doing anything. 2%. Look at that. Look at that chart. It's now at its downwards trend line and wants to break out of it. And look at this weekly RSI. Big bullish divergence on the weekly RSI, and it's just starting. It's just starting. So if Nano is able to break above this downwards trend line and get somewhere around, yeah, let's say 80 cents, above 80 cents, guys, and is out of this one, then it could come up to $2 and even to $3 right here. And this is nothing for Nano, guys. If you know Nano, then you know where it's coming from. And going up to the peak or to the higher levels of this falling wedge, guys, which is not unusual for this formation. So coming up to $3 is not a problem for Nano, in my opinion. And there's a lot of things going on with Nano, so it's a very strong coin, and I think it has really potential to move upwards, like Stellar Lumens, for example. All right, guys, Stellar is able to do amazing things like it did in the last bull market, and so I wouldn't be surprised to see it really going crazy. Basic attention token, as you can see, just broke out of its downwards trend line and is now trying to move higher. And yeah, weekly RSI doesn't really although, I mean, what you can see right here is a price is making higher lows and the weekly RSI is making lower lows. So we have a hidden bullish divergence. So this is also a big sign for this one. And it just broke out of its downwards trend line. And so it could easily come up to 30 cents in my opinion, then go up to 45 cents, and even these levels are able, because basic attention token, a lot of people talk about it and have it on their mind when it comes to investing in altcoins. So I would definitely watch the basic attention token. And I just think right now, I think it was it Stratus? Is there a hidden bullish divergence as well? No. All right. Okay, so what do we have is Nano, guys. Neo. As you can see, same pattern. It just broke out. It's very young. The breakout is very young. And Neo, I mean, if you remember the last bull market, it was up at, I think, $200. Yeah, $200. So it was just amazing for Neo. Now, I don't know if Neo will really go up to $200 again, but I see Neo easily going up to $30 or $50. There's no problem for NEO because there is still so much going on with NEO. They're working with ontology and other projects, so I wouldn't be surprised if it is able to make huge gains in the next weeks. So definitely keep that in mind. IOTA just broke out of its formation right here. So I mean, as you can see, so many of the strong altcoins are showing us the same pattern, and they all just about to break out. And I mean, these are right now, these are huge gains. So when you bought in at these points, then you're already up 60-70%. All right, guys. So this is already huge, although it looks small. But there is so much more to get when this bull market really starts showing its strength. And if we make it up to these levels, we're talking about 300% on IOTA, and IOTA is able to go up to $1. There's no problem for IOTA. Right? They have partnerships, they have really amazing things going on, they have a product. So guys, you should definitely take a look at it. And Litecoin, guys, I mean, look at the chart of Litecoin. It's just amazing. It's all working together, and it just broke out. Now, what is Litecoin able to do after its halving? Look at that. If we're able to go up to this level, we're talking about 100% for Litecoin. If Litecoin is able to go up to this level, see right here, go to $200, guys, we're talking about 300%. And it's not a problem for Litecoin. All right, the strongest, one of the strongest coins in the whole market. And yeah, so as you can see, I mean, I told you my diamonds, which have the strongest charts right now, and you should definitely take a look at them and see what you can make with these coins. And Engine Coin, I mean, they have a partnership with Samsung. I mean, this is amazing. Samsung, guys, already a working product. And I mean, take a look at this weekly chart. Take a look at this weekly chart. It's just screaming for a breakout, in my opinion. Already broke out of this formation right here. And I mean, and right here, as you can see, we also have this hidden bullish divergence on the weekly. All right. And as you can see, what is possible. So when you bought at these lows where the trend line is, and I showed you my diamonds, when they break out, and for example, Engine, 80% on your portfolio or your investment, right here, going up to these levels, making 140-50%, guys. Going up to these levels, no problem for Engine, in my opinion. 30 cents, 20 cents. We're talking about 300%. All right. Icon, I want to show you. The chart doesn't look that bullish. The weekly chart doesn't look that bullish. If we go to the daily, sometimes we see it. I mean, as you can see, it's going down from this point right here, but on the RSI, it's going up. It's now starting to really gain momentum, and as you can see, it's coming up to this trend line right here, and this will be at 20 cents, a price that really makes sense. If it's able to get above 20 cents again, guys, it's easily going up to this level. This would be at 40 cents approximately. So look at that, how much you're making, guys, how much you're making when it is able to reach this level. So we're talking about 130%. And when it breaks this level, it's able to go up to this level, and this would be 300%. All right, guys, 30 minutes right now. I'm sorry that it's so long, but I think the opportunities are really big. So my suggestion for you guys, pick the altcoins you like. Take a look if the chart is looking strong, and then you should take your buying points. Say, all right, when it's above this one, and then just get in and turn off the computers and wait for some 2-3 weeks and then turn it on again and see what happened. And I think the results will be amazing. But just my opinion, guys, because I think that it's likely to see Bitcoin going down first and making a higher low before it goes up. I think maybe you should wait to invest, because when Bitcoin goes down, the altcoins will lose some of the gains they made, and then I think it's the right time to buy in, turn off the computers, and then just enjoy. All right, and I wanted to show you this chart. This is the chart I showed you in my last video, where I said when we cross this blue Fib circle, I think a bigger move will come. And I mean, we crossed it. We're starting to get up right here. As you can see, this is the first candle that is just on the right side of this Fib circle after the cross. As you can see, we're going up, but I think the real direction will be going down, because this is what happened the last time we crossed this Fib circle. So we had this moments going up, but then it definitely came down. So like I said, I'm watching these price levels that I just showed you, and yeah, I don't think that the chart looks very, very strong. All right, I don't think so. I don't think so. It's just my opinion, but I told you which levels you have to watch for the real breakout, guys. And don't get fooled by the media and those other YouTubers saying, hey, it's going up, it's going up. When everybody is seeing the same, usually it goes the other way. And it's just like what happened right here at these points down there, when everybody was talking about $3,000 and $5,000 and things like that. The opposite happened. All right. So be careful, guys. That's all I'm saying, and really watch the price levels, the important price levels, and join our Discord channel where I can keep you updated. Thank you very much for your attention. Please leave a like if you like the content. Write something in the comments, and let me know your opinions, your thoughts about what I just said, and subscribe, guys. Join our Discord channel, and I think this year will be an amazing year for the crypto community. But you need a game plan, guys. You need a game plan. Without a game plan, it's not important if this is a bull market. If you don't have a game plan, guys, my suggestion, just buy Bitcoin and then let it there and wait for it to reach a really nice price and then sell it. You shouldn't make this buy, sell if you don't have a game plan. All right. You have to, you need your own plan, your own idea of what is possible, and not listening to other guys, even not listening to me. All right, I'm not saying I know everything. No, I'm just showing you my thoughts and the reasons why I think so that you have maybe another perspective and can make your own decisions, or include something to your decisions. Because sometimes I see other guys talking and I think, hey, yeah, you know, I got an idea and I have to check this one and this one, and then I see, oh, this guy is 100% wrong, 100% wrong, or this guy has the same opinion, he sees the same but maybe on a different way, and then everything is okay. So we have different views but the same target, and both views make sense, and then it's good. All right, guys, thank you very much for your attention. Sorry, 30 minutes, I know, but I think it's important. And yeah, we'll see you soon, guys.